Greetings JavaViewers and welcome to another version video for the Star Wars mod. Alright, today we have a big update. Haven't been updating the mod for like 3 weeks or so. I am very sorry for that, but this week's update, or this third week's update, I don't know what you should call it, this update is a very big one. I'm not sure if this was in the last version, I don't think, but I added quite a lot of new blocks and new force powers and stuff. So let's just get right into it. So these are two of the blocks I added. I also made sure that the creative tab looks better now. Here's the main tab, so to say, with all sorts all kinds of new stuff like iron and coal and steel bars. And this is the force tab, which has the forzometer and the safe havers. This is the spaceship tab, which has all these spaceship kind of things, like the spaceships, and yeah, don't mind about this X-wing thing. It's a work in progress. But here is the thing I want to show you, which is the spaceship crafting table. This is just a decoration tab with a steel block, back steel block, steel block. I'm gonna make loads of decoration blocks for you to make your space station. But let's just get right into the spaceship crafting table. This is a 5.5 crafting grid to make a spaceship. Instead of that old recipe, which I have an image of on Imgur somewhere. Let's just scroll up to the top, and yeah, here it is. Before, you would have to use 2 engines, 4 spaceship shells, 2 glasses, and a control panel, and yeah, you get your spaceship. I'm gonna redo this image, by the way, I think, because even though, oh, it looks so awesome. Even though, never mind. The new crafting recipe, if you hold shift and right click, well, if you sneak basically and you right click here, this GUI will pop up. Kind of low quality, but bear with it. But this is the new crafting recipe for the spaceship. I thought I made it a little bit more realistic. So you need a lot of stuff actually. You need the crystal driven steel block, which is not really easy to make. I'm not going to be covering the crafting recipes in this video. I'm going to make a separate video for that. Alright, so this is a work in progress block. I just made it for now, and I figured out how to make these writing bars thing, text fields, and that is pretty awesome. I did not know you could do that, but then I realized that the command block actually uses this, so I searched it up and I made it. So that's pretty cool. These blocks right here, these 3 blocks, I think this one too, no. Alright, the spaceship crafting table, the steel block, black steel block, and the crystal driven steel block are all 32 by 32 textured blocks. So that is pretty cool. I also figured out you could just make the textures bigger, and that would be fixed there within the mod. And this is like I don't know, 256, I think. But yeah, that's another cool feature added. Also, when that is set, I fixed a couple of things with the dimensions, and the lightsabers had some errors as well. The red lightsaber mainly, but everything is fixed now, and you can open and close them, and yeah, it's all back to normal. I don't know if any of you had some errors with it, but there was a couple of errors. Let's get on to the force powers. So a guy on Planet Minecraft told me there was something called event handlers, or at least he linked me to a blog about it. And I thought that was pretty cool, so I checked it out. And now I've added a bunch of force powers. They're not really like done yet, but this is one of them. If you have a level above 5 or below -5, like then you will be able to make these higher jumps, and you will take no fall damage. And if you have a level of -10 or +10, you can do 2 different things. At -10, which I am now, yeah, you can do something that I like to call I actually didn't give it a name, some sort of teleportation. What it'll basically do is that you can teleport entities into the Nether. It has a cooldown. If you click, you'll get nausea for like a couple of seconds. And what this will do, right now it's laggy because it's the first mob, but basically this mob is not here right now, I don't know, it usually updates, but it seems that it doesn't update on the car right now. Yeah, but basically this teleports it to the nether. It might be because it's a cow, I don't know. No, that would be weird. Oh, my nose here is also standing still, which is kind of weird. But basically you can teleport entities to the nether. Alright, there we go. There it goes. With that, and it has a cooldown of 5 seconds. So with the level of +10 where you're a Jedi Master. But what you can do with this one instead is that you can actually something that I like to call force throw. Basically you just throw the entities up into the air when you right click them, and yeah, that's pretty awesome. Now I'm just actually gonna cover up how I did this in the code. I used the thing called event handlers, and yeah, I'm just gonna show you my precious code here. Not that if you are not a modder, then you don't really have to look, but it should still make sense for you. So it's like if you have a level of -10, and we're talking about the entity interact, which means if you right click an entity, then you can send them into dimension -1, which is the nether, and you get a potion effect. And this can only happen if you don't have the effect on you. And since you get the effect by using this, you will not be able to use it again before the time is over. Now, the reason why I got into the code was because I want to show you this. So this creates another portal nearby and teleports the target into the dimension ID -1, the nether. But I will be making a dimension called a free space. It's basically like an empty space, yeah. Don't mind about this. But the empty space is going to be like the main place where you go. I'm going to make it so that when you have a spaceship, like an X-Wing, and you fly around in the world, if you go high enough, just like in McDoodle's Galactic Craft, you will not go into a GUI like his mod, but you will get into a dimension called a free space. From here, you can fly around into different planets. Like if you see Mustafar, you will be able to fly onto it, and not land on it, but you will be able to get teleported into that dimension with your spaceship, so that you actually spawn inside a spaceship on the planet in the air, and then you can land your spacecraft, and that's going to be pretty awesome. But I haven't made the spaceship yet, so that is not yet possible. But soon it will be possible. I just need a little help from a guy called Brian. He's pretty awesome. He is the guy who made an API called what was it called? I just forgot. It's a pretty cool API. You can find it on Planet Minecraft. I'll link it in the description. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this VV. A lot more to come in the next versions, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.